Hello and welcome back to Let's Talk Movies. If you are new here, please like and subscribe for future content. The X-Men saga. Been going since 2000 and it looks like it's going to come to an end in this 2019, so this year, with X-Men Dark Phoenix, or Dark Phoenix, whichever one it's going by. Because I believe posters are just calling it Dark Phoenix. It's sad what I'm about to say, because according to a lot of people who have gone to test screenings of the movie since last year, it's everyone's saying it's a bad film, which sucks because First Class was a fantastic movie. Days of Future Past, fair enough, they did change quite a few elements from the comic. However, Days of Future Past, I absolutely loved that film. It was so good. Then Apocalypse came out and, well, meh. Apocalypse wasn't exactly a fantastic movie, was it? Lot of holes, lot of mistakes. And I think it really started of having, bringing back Bryan Singer to direct them, which was a bit, So, Dark Phoenix. So it has fared very poorly at Fox's planned test screenings, with sources close to the Dis Insider even going so far as to say that the long-gesturing superhero flick is irredeemable. They're actually comparing it to Josh Trank's ill-fated Fantastic Four movie. Wow. If that's the case, then yeah, Disney should try and do whatever they can to not release this. I know I've been having a go at Disney in the past couple of videos, however, if they want to save the X-Men franchise, because obviously Disney buying Fox means Disney and Marvel get back the rights to X-Men, and we will see X-Men movies within the next 5 to 6 years. However, they need to stop this right now if it's testing so poorly. And obviously the budget has supposedly gone sky high, like over $200 million, because they've had to reshoot certain scenes, certain things have happened, and if it's as bad as all these test screenings are going, and obviously they've put it back 3 times, it was meant to release last November, then it was meant to release this February, and now it's being released in June, which I don't know why it's in June, because that is going to fail so bad. Is it June or is it April? June, yes, 7th of June is when it's out. So, just reading a couple of reports. So I've got one here. This is from 9 months ago. X-Men Dark Phoenix test screening reaction says is underwhelming and absolutely terrible. Wow. So, it underwent reshoots. Rumour had it that 20th Century Fox wasn't pleased with first-time director Simon Kinberg's initial cut of the movie, and going by this test screening reaction, we can see why. So they do have a breakdown of the situation, so I'm just going to read it out by here now. So, we should preface this by saying that the following info comes from Reddit, which usually means we have to take what we read with a pinch of salt. However, it's worth noting that the user who posted this has been verified by the moderators. According to him, he claims to have seen a test screening of Dark Phoenix earlier this year and was compelled to share what he saw in response to comments from journalist Jeremy Conrad, aka Manabite, that he felt incorrectly represented the movie. So, it goes as follows. I know this is a Marvel Studios leak, but screw it. I have been a lurker on this side for a while, and I finally made an account because of the inaccurate info Manabite is spreading about Dark Phoenix. I went to the screening in February, so this is a year ago now. This was 1 year ago that they held an initial test screening, and they're still saying it's bad, and they've had a year to fix it. So, I live in CA and go to a lot of test screenings for fun. I have proof ready to show for the mods. I legit got tired of him saying false shit and people buying into it. His sources are going to get him twisted info. The X-Men don't go into space in the 3rd act, and the word Skrull was not said once at all in the film. So, with that there, we're saying the X-Men don't go into space. In the actual latest trailer, they're in space. So, maybe they actually reshot it. We're not too sure. But obviously you do see him in space, and you see Mystique in with him. So, as other users pressed for answers, the OP shared some detailed plot points in the comment section, with the most surprising revelation being that Dark Phoenix flew surprisingly close to 2006's X-Men The Last Stand. Wow. That is just not good. So, what he says here with all of the X-Men The Last Stand. So, again, first of all, I'm just going to go into the thing that Simon Kinberg, the writer-director, he has actually come out and confirmed that in this trailer that we've just seen, that Mystique does die. That's why he put it into the trailer, because he says it's full of death and all this stuff, and it was just a wise sense. To be honest with you, I don't think it was. So, what we got by here, I want to make sure this is clear. I'm talking about the cut of the movie that I saw. Things could still get tweaked here and there, will obviously have. So, Mystique dies. They repeat moments from X3, I kid you not. They repeat the moment between Jean and Cyclops, take off the glasses and kiss me, I can control your eyes. We see Charles pick up Jean as a child again. Jean almost kills Charles again by levitating him and dissolving him. And Magneto does become an opposing force again and faces off with Charles' team. It's funny because before their fight begins and Charles is trying to talk him out of it, Magneto goes, every time we do this, it's the same thing over again. Something along those lines. So, a lot of the issues with all of this now is they should really just cut their losses and just get rid of it. You know, because they've just gone straight to the Dark Phoenix saga. They've completely left out the Phoenix saga itself, of how this all happened. So, again, the Dark Phoenix saga, it should have been a trilogy of movies, because they could have done a decade of films with all of the Phoenix saga leading up to the Dark Phoenix storyline. But for some unknown reason, Fox just completely always leave out the Phoenix saga, the main part of how she actually becomes the Dark Phoenix. You know? It's... the way it goes is absolutely terrible. So, I'm just sad for this, because I can actually see the X-Men getting damaged because of this movie. Obviously, Marvel is getting the movie back, but again, that's not going to stop people not going to want to see any more X-Men films. Simon Kinberg is a first-time director on this movie. Fair enough, he has written some of the biggest blockbusters going, and he's written some of the best ones going as well, actually. He's written, one of my favourite ones of his is actually Mr. and Mrs. Smith. The director's cut has to be the director's cut, though. I absolutely love that film. It was so good. Fair enough, he did write State of the Union, Triple X. He did actually write X-Men The Last Stand. So again, you look at that and you're like, youch. But, when you look at what he's done. So with the X-Men films, he started with X-Men The Last Stand. So he wrote that one. He wrote Days of Future Past. Again, brilliant film. But then he wrote Fantastic Four, Apocalypse, and now Dark Phoenix. I can just see this literally just going right down the shitter, to be honest with you. And it's just tons of stuff, So, just goes looking by here now for his producing credits. So it's X-Men First Class, Let's Be Cops, Cinderella, Chappie, The Martian, Deadpool, Logan, Deadpool 2, The New Mutants, which again has just had so many setbacks. But he's also got creative consultant and a thank you credit on Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens. And he's also got a thank you credit on Rogue One, A Star Wars Story. So, with all of that, I know he was actually meant to write a Boba Fett film, but for some unknown reason, they've stopped it. So that's a little bit weird to why they've stopped that. It's most likely due to Episode 8, and Solo, the backlashes they've had for that. But again, when you look at what he's actually done, he's done quite a lot. But when you look and think, The Dark Phoenix has had so many bad reviews from these test screenings. It's diabolical, man. Disney should just cut and run. Once they get it back, just bring about an X-Men movie in the next 2 years, 3 years, and they'll be off. It'll be $1 billion film no matter what, because it'll be an MCU X-Men. It'd be a proper X-Men movie, you know? So, if you are new here, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and we'll see you soon.